Anyway, now we're here. A sad beige apartment. Can you get this in Canada? And they are amazing. They're so good. Ice is literally already melted because it's so hot. It's 27 degrees in here. As for a reading update, I think the temperature is supposed to be 36. Patagonia is one of the coolest companies I think that exists. But I think the guy that cuts the grass knocked my license plate off. That's a whole other rant, so. Well, tired. Duh, I only got like 5 hours of sleep. Back to this whole focus issue apparently. In the beginning of the year, as everyone is, I was really good at filling that out. And then I severely went downhill. We were backcountry canoe camping in Algonquin. Here's the definition of camper van, ready? Camper van, noun, a cramped shoebox on wheels made newly popular by 21st century adventurers seeking a minimalist approach to life by spending a small fortune on a vehicle that's twice the size of a normal car. Cheap and easy camping and or parking spots includes the brightly illuminated parking lots found at any Walmart or Cracker Barrel. There's nothing like corporate subsidized minimalism to help you break free from the binding constraints of society. Am I right? Good morning. It's 5 a.m. Usually I'm much more awake when I'm awake at this time getting ready for the gym. But I stayed up till 12 binging alone because I had to finish the season that I was on and I had no idea that it was getting that late. And then I looked at my watch and it was 11:30. But I gotta go to body pump, so let's get ready. My battery's about to die. I just made a coffee. I'm gonna get dressed. I've gotta leave for body pump, so I'll see you after. It's from 6 till 7, and then I'm coming back because I'm working from home today. So I'll come back to shower, and I'll just see you guys in an hour and a half, okay? Hello. Now that oh, why are you doing this? Back to this whole focus issue, apparently. Well, now that I'm actually alive, I did my body pump class, just got home, showered, made a coffee, and I thought I'd chat to you about what the plan is for today. So, it is Tuesday, but I'm working from home. I'm usually in the office on Tuesdays, but today, I think the temperature is supposed to be 36, which feels like 40 something. So I decided I do not need to be sitting in my car on the 401 for like 3 to 4 hours today with no AC. So that's why I'm working from home today, but I have quite a few things to get done. I will be logging back in after vacation because last week my mom and I went on our canoe trip in Algonquin, which I will talk a little bit more about later, but oh my goodness, it was so much fun. Oh, I'm just feeling so refreshed. I do really miss being outside already, and it's only been a few days since we got back. But it was so great. It was such a great trip. I was so proud of us. We did so well. We had 6 days completely unplugged, just together, and it was amazing. We did honestly so well. All of our packing was perfect. Anyway, I'll get into it later. But for today, we have some errands to run, and the first of those is going to be checking on the bus because it's currently parked at a storage center that I have it at right now, and I haven't gone to see it in a couple weeks. So because it's supposed to be so hot today also, I just want to go check, make sure everything's okay, probably run a fan for a couple days, just because it needs probably a lot of airflow in there, which it hasn't been getting, and I just want to check on it and make sure that, like, you know, everything's all good. So we're gonna do to start off the day, so we'll probably go see it maybe twice today, but that's what we're gonna do right when they open. They open at 8, so I've got a couple minutes just to get ready, and then we'll just drive down. It's just pretty close to me, probably like a 6-minute drive or something. I actually biked home from dropping off the bus there like a couple weeks ago, so my bike is still here, but because I'm gonna try and make it back and forth for work, I'm just gonna drive. I'll try and fix this camera because I have no idea what's going on, but otherwise, I'll see you there. So, I'm little slip up because I did forget the keys in the apartment. Bus looks okay, but I think the guy that cuts the grass knocked my license plate off, which is interesting because it's just hung on, but upside down. So that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. Everything else looks okay though, which is good. But I can't believe I forgot those keys. I knew that that might happen because I took them off of my like car keychain because there was just way too many keys on a daily basis that I just didn't need to be carrying. So I had a feeling that that could possibly happen. I have no idea how this license plate used to attach though. I can't remember because there's no screws on it or anything. This whole cover like fits in the grill, but I can't remember how. So I'm gonna have to go get the keys and then come back today. Maybe after work or something like that. Bus looks fine though, which is good. She actually looks totally fine inside, which is good. That was kind of my main concern. And the electrical system as well, which, yeah, everything looks fine. I can't believe I forgot those keys. That's so silly. That's okay though. I am debating, let me move this license plate before I forget it here. I'm debating moving this parking spot as well. And I saw the spot that she suggested to me yesterday. How did this come off? I'm so confused about how this license plate possibly got knocked off the front, but literally everything else looks fine. So I'm feeling kind of okay about that, honestly. They did cut the grass like right up to the bus, so they might have just knocked it somehow. I don't know how it's not come off though, in how many years, but I might be moving the bus to a different parking spot. I saw the spot that she recommended, but I'm not sure that I love it. I do love this spot here. The problem is that I can't access it on the weekends. The other spot I can, and I'm debating getting some work done on the bus, and I can't do it when, like, during their open hours, but I can do it after hours. And there's another guy that's renovating his like RV that's also stored here too. It's actually a school bus as well. So she's like, oh, you can park right beside him and like you guys can work on it after hours. So I'm debating doing that as well. This license plate is so weird though, and I cannot believe I forgot my keys because I would just pop it inside so I don't lose it. But I'm gonna have to take it with me, go get the keys, and then come back. Maybe I'll try and do some other work earlier now, and then I'll pop back in between my meetings today. It's just spider web. But otherwise, you look beautiful, bus. Everything looks fine. I'm not actually too worried. It's not super hot right now either, so I'm not terribly worried. Everything looks perfectly perfect, so that's all good news for me. Okay, well, I'll take my license plate and go back home. Oh, dearsy. I'm feeling a bit weird. I think I talked about this in my last video, but I'm feeling a bit weird because I'm thinking about selling it. I like almost don't want her to hear me. But not for any bad reason. I think it's just getting to the time when that's the next step. which is very sad, but also kind of exciting because it means that other stuff can happen, which is always what change means. But yeah, I'm feeling weird about my license plate and sad that I forgot my keys so I can't go in, and now I'm starting to feel tired from my workout and from my lack of sleep. So let's go home, finish my coffee, and then log on, get some catch-up work done. I've got meetings in the morning, but I think only one because I canceled my second one. So that should be fine, and then I'll have time in a couple hours to come back and actually check on her and put my license plate inside. That's so silly. I can't believe that that happened. I mean, I guess it's kind of good that it happened now instead of like when I was driving, because I would have lost it if it actually did come off that easy, because I don't know how it would have otherwise. But thank goodness someone popped it on upside down. I guess they did that on purpose, that I would notice that it's like not attached, which is kind of nice. But anyway. Aw. Okay, I love you, bus. I'll see you soon. The thing about this apartment is that I love it and it's amazing, but it's huge. To me, it's so big, and that means that when I put stuff down, like I just don't need to touch it for days because it's not in my way. Like in the bus, I was constantly cleaning everything because obviously you're in such a small space that everything has to go away. But here, like this apartment, when it's just me here, gets so messy so quickly. Not even quickly, it just gets messy because I just don't need to put anything away. So I'm trying to not be as lazy with stuff and trying to like keep cleaning it and putting away. It's literally just that there's no reason to do so because it's so massive in here that like there is more space than I actually even know what to do with. It was perfect when 2 people were living here. But obviously I did buy this just for me. Well, I didn't buy it. I'm renting it just for me. It's just that it's so big. It's huge. So yeah, I mean, I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky. But it's so big that I'm just not putting stuff away. So in the 10 minutes or so before I'm gonna actually log on to work, I'm gonna just go around and do like a quick tidy. And hopefully I'll do this on my 2 days that I work from home in the mornings, and that will kind of keep the week like on top of itself more than waiting till the weekend when I like actually clean the apartment. So that's what I'm doing now. I also have been thinking about coloring things because I don't know, why is this apartment, it's just feeling like a sad beige apartment to me recently, because I've never lived anywhere this long, and now it's been, I don't even know, like 8 months or something, maybe longer than that. And it's feeling really dull in here. And I need to fix that. So I went to Home Depot and got a bunch of paint chips, and I'm just like looking at all of them in different lights and seeing what to do, because I'm repainting all of this. Like this stuff is just like Amazon whatever when I moved in, because I just bought stuff really quickly when I just needed it. And I was not sure at all what my plan was going to be with any of this stuff, to be honest. When I was with my partner, our plan was to literally move back to his home, which is in Australia. So I thought I was selling all of this stuff in like a few months. And obviously, I'm not going. So now it feels like I need to decide what my next move is, where I'm going, where I'm staying. And I don't want to look at this stuff like this anymore. And it is just my apartment now, so not that I couldn't make decisions before, but I really can just do whatever I want. So I'm gonna repaint everything. That's gonna be my project for kind of like August, September, I think. But I want to pick stuff out and start doing little things this month if I can. This month is just really busy with travel for me, so I'm not actually here very much. But in little kind of chunks, I want to just start making some decisions about paint, budgeting it out, all that kind of stuff, so that I can start actually doing things when I'm here more in August, and stop living in like a beige sad apartment for a minute. And also I just need to figure out what my next step is. So one of the other things that's on my list for today is to reread my lease, just to check the details about renewing and blah blah blah, in case I do decide to stay here for longer than a year, which would be November. That's a lot of blabbering. My brain is feeling really messy today. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm feeling just like, well, tired. Duh, I only got like 5 hours of sleep, so of course I'm tired and still trying to like go, and my brain does work really fast in the mornings. That's when I'm like most active and productive. And then the license plate thing threw me off, and then not having the keys because my plan's already kind of off, and then I don't know, just in a bit of a weird mood. But I'm gonna continue just like puttering around, cleaning some things up, and then I'll log on in the next like probably 5-10 minutes, and that'll be the start of our day. Oh, I should say, if you guys do have any comments or feedback about like colors or designs of things, I'll put some like inspo pictures of stuff that I'm thinking of doing on the screen from like my Pinterest boards and stuff. But I'm thinking of doing something like really fun and cute and like colorful. I'm thinking of doing a little bit of like actual painting and drawing and some designs and stuff, because I was originally thinking of doing these solid colors, but again, I'm feeling like really boring and beige. This bookshelf I'm going to be painting white for sure. I don't know if I'm going to do like details on the arms, but it's too dark, so I'm going to be painting that white, which I think I already found a painting. I'm going to do the same on my mirror in the bedroom, but I think I'm going to like draw details around the edges of that, or paint them, probably draw. And then I've got these two pieces, which definitely I would be painting. I kind of like my table the way it is, so that might stay. My desk is dark, but I kind of am okay with this area as it is at the moment. But definitely the living room needs some help. I'm also in the process of beading little curtains. I mean, these are gonna look very silly at the moment, but I've been doing these little beaded strings, and they're gonna hang like curtains, but from this window, not all the way across, but I think I'll like kind of hang them down and then like tie them back like a little curtain that's open, and I'll put it behind this blind, so I can always put the blind down, then you won't see them. But that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm just doing a whole bunch of those beaded strings, and then we'll see how those look. But I think they're really cute. They're a little bit see-through, but they also like catch the light a little bit, so it'll be nice because I have my little crystal up in my window there that I brought over from the bus, which catches light and then makes little like rainbows in here, which I love. It did it a lot better in the bus. I think this placement is maybe not perfect, but it is what it is. I did it right when I moved in, and it is what it is. But if these will catch light, they won't throw rainbows or anything. Like, they're not crystals, they're just beads, but they'll catch the light. That would also be really helpful, and especially if I am doing another winter season here, it's just so dark that like I need life in this place. So yeah, okay, see you later. Well, that was a really good morning. I just got off a call with our global sustainability director, and it was so great. She was on mat leave when I started, so I think I did maybe meet her right before she went on. I can't remember exactly, but we got to get introduced or reintroduced again quickly, and then hear the global strategy for sustainability, which I had so many questions about this for like the past many months. So it's so nice to kind of have that discussion with her. It's like a call that's been just like that needed to happen, you know? So I feel really good. I'm actually in a really good space after that, which is lovely, and she was lovely. So yeah, that's really good. So morning is good. It's 11:40 now. I'm going to eat something, and then I need to drop off my waterproof camera. Let's chat about that actually. So my mom and I went on our canoe trip last week. We were in Algonquin. It was our first canoe trip that we've done together, our first ever trip, just the two of us. Not you, because she came and visited me in Joshua Tree for a couple days, but like a full planned trip together. That was our first one. So the trip was absolutely amazing. Truly, I'm so happy about it. We were backcountry canoe camping in Algonquin, so we were completely unplugged for 6 days. And it was so nice to be together. There was even like a couple challenging moments. We never fought. Like, honestly, it was so good, and we were so strong and capable, like carrying all of our gear, carrying the canoe on my head. Like, we did so well, even for some like really long, difficult portages. We did great. Like, our communication was perfect. We saw interesting things. We made some funny, I don't even know, jokes and mistakes and silly things, but I should probably mute that. But it was so great. So yeah, it was just a really, 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 really great trip. Truly, I'm so happy about it. But let me go mute my work computer, hang on. But when we were gone, I bought myself this waterproof disposable camera. So I took all of my photos on here. I turned my phone off at the beginning of the week, did not touch it until the Sunday that I got home before coming to work on Monday. So my personal phone was completely off and just like hidden away for the whole week, and I took all of my photos on here. My mom did take some photos on her cell, so I do have some of those photos like from the trip, especially if these don't turn out. But I am so excited to get these developed and see how they look. The ones that are above my little office there were also all taken on a disposable camera that I got as a gift from my friend for one of my birthdays. And as I was traveling, I just took, like, anytime that I was like really blown away by something that I saw, I would just take the photo on the disposable camera, and they turned out so well. And they also send you digital copies of them, which I didn't know. So I bought this waterproof one for our trip and took all of the photos on this, and so I need to go get this developed. So hopefully, that I went to a Henry's that's just down here for that disposable camera, so hopefully they take this one too. I think it's literally the same thing, but just like in this giant case. So I'm gonna hope that that's the case. And they can get these developed, and it should take like, I don't know, last time it took like 2.5 weeks, I think, but I think it was because they were really busy. So hopefully it won't take that long to get these ones. But that's the other kind of like non-work chore that I need to be doing today. So that is that. So I'm gonna have some lunch, and then I'll probably drive down there and get this dropped off before they close, like during my lunch break, because they open at like 10 or something super late, so I couldn't do it this morning when I was checking on the bus. But I'll go drop this film camera off, and then I cannot wait to see the photos and see if they worked out, because I'm so excited, and that canoe trip is just absolutely fantastic. So I'm really happy. I'm gonna go check those Teams notifications, because I think it's my boss just like talking about the call after we hung up and probably asking me like how it went, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna do that and then eat something and then drop off this camera, and then that's the plan for the afternoon. I've got, I think, just one other meeting later in the afternoon, like at the very end of my workday today. So should be a pretty chill afternoon, which is good because I'm still in like a bit of catch-up mode from vacation, obviously. I've gone through like all my messages, all my emails, all of that yesterday, so now it's just kind of like project updates and getting caught up on some of that kind of stuff. And then some new projects I got like assigned last week that I'm gonna need to do or fit into this week. So yeah. Yes, I am using an old instant coffee jar as my iced matcha cup, but I also added salted honey to this today. So this is my afternoon pick-me-up, because I feel like after I eat lunch I'm always not tired, but like very out of it. I feel a little bit better now because I did actually drive to drop off the camera, and it's 37 degrees outside. So You would think that would make me sleepy, but I think just the change in routine made me wake up a little bit. But I did drop off my camera and paid for that. Came home. Now I have my ice matcha. The ice is literally already melted because it's so hot. It's 27 degrees in here, which is okay. I'm okay with it right now, but I'm gonna get back to work, finish this. I've got more work on my spreadsheets to be doing this afternoon, and then my meeting's not till 3. It's 1:40 now, so I'm gonna continue my spreadsheets, have my pick-me-up, and then I'll almost be done for the day. But 2 o'clock is when I always get really sleepy anyway. But I'm feeling okay now since I did that errand midday. I'm feeling okay. And I'm just really thankful not to be working outside. I feel so bad for everybody else that's in like construction and sitting out there and landscaping, like sweating absolute buckets out there. So hopefully everyone's already hydrating and everyone is staying safe and okay. I just realized when I breathed in, I'm wheezing, and I can't remember if I took my inhalers this morning. Feeling like I forgot, which is not helpful with the temperature changes. I have like not so great asthma. I think I filmed a video when I was going to the specialist in the winter. It was even last year, I think, when I first went to the specialist and got like a new asthma routine, basically. I really think I forgot to take my inhalers this morning. That's not good. Anyways, I've been doing fine today, so I'll probably just wait until my dose this afternoon, unless it gets worse, then I can take some later. Okay. So got this new planner for 2026, and it's really cool because, let me flip to a blank page, because it's got the like weeks, the whole week on this side, all of the days, and then on this side it's got a full to-do list, a notes section, and then at the bottom it's really neat because it actually has a habit tracker down here for each day of the week that you fill out, and then it has a I'm grateful for and a top achievement. And in the beginning of the year, as everyone is, I was really good at filling that out, and then I severely went downhill the last couple of months with filling out the every week habit tracker, grateful for, and top achievement, because I don't know why. I just got bad at filling it out, and then break up, and then anyway, now we're here. And this week, really exciting. I love having a to-do list for the whole week, actually, and then I can like break down anything that needs to go on the per day section. Sometimes I'll separate it because I know that I'm getting certain tasks done on like one day versus another, like a work from home day versus a work in office day. But some tasks, especially for work, they take the whole week, or it's a project that I like need to be working on all week, so it's not always something that is going to get checked off on one day or another, especially if I get like dragged into a lot of meetings or pulled into something separate. Then I need to start reprioritizing things. But I wanted to show you my to-do list for this week. I can't really show you the stuff that's on there because obviously what I'm working on is kind of confidential, but you can see my colors that are all checked off. So purple is my work stuff, and then brown is my personal stuff. And you can see by how many purple things and even brown things are checked off already, and it's only Tuesday at like 4 p.m. which is fantastic. Obviously things get added to this, but so many of these things are already checked off and done. I only have 2 other personal things that I want to be doing this week that needs to get checked off. And then in terms of work, I've already crossed off 1, 2, 3, 4 out of, and now I've got 1, 2, 3, only 3 things left, including some things that I had to add today from my meeting that just happened right now. So I'm feeling so good, so productive. I don't know why my mood's been literally all over the place in this video, but yeah, that's really exciting. That's kind of an update on how my day is going. As for a reading update, I picked up The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. If you followed any of my reading content, actually it's even in my outro because I used a clip from one of my reading reviews in that, but you will have seen that I talk quite a lot, or raved a lot, about the Magnolia Park series. I am not a romance reader primarily. In fact, the whole top of that shelf is sci-fi, mystery. This one is all fantasy. This one is mostly general fiction. And then like this one is a little bit of romance, but then general fiction down here. This is all general fiction, and then mystery and sci-fi again. So where's my horror shelf? Where did I put my horror shelf? I think my horror shelf is mixed in with my, like, a little bit of kind of the like mystery sci-fi, and then a little bit in the darker mystery horror down here too. But I don't know why, for some reason I'm like a huge mood reader, and for some reason when Conditions of Will first came out, because it came out like a couple years ago now, I was so worried that it was gonna be too romancy for me, because I fell in love with the Magnolia Park series, I think because it was just like the right book at the right time. I was going through my like really bad breakup. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking about this so much, but I was going through my really bad breakup, and it was just like exactly what I needed. The way that she was writing, I can totally see why people hate on it, and that is not their style, but the way that she was writing was exactly how I was feeling. Literally all of the Magnolia books are like all tabbed up like crazy, especially the first one. It's one of my favorite books ever, and there is only one more left. I have the entire like old covers of all of them, and they're actually so gorgeous. I love them so much. I have not read the very last Magnolia Parks because I'm too nervous, because then the series is like actually going to be over in Magnolia's point of view. I think she's coming out with one more for Daisy Hates, but in Magnolia's point of view it's over, and I was too scared to do it. But then for some reason, like a few weeks ago, I got the random urge to go look at Conditions of Will. Don't remember why exactly I did, but I went to Indigo. I store my Indigo gift cards because I get them from like family for Christmas and my birthday, which is in December, and my birthday's in July, so it's like every 6 months I get an Indigo gift card, because obviously it's one of my biggest hobbies and I love Indigo so much. So I save it for a time when I like need a new book, or I really like I'm in the mood for like a new book. So I went the other week and picked up Conditions of Will and started it, and it's so amazing. I love it so much, and again I struggle to recommend it almost because I don't know if her writing just hit me at the right time, and now all of her characters feel familiar to me and I feel like I know who they are. Like there's very few series or characters of books in general that stick with me, but even after years of reading, there's a few. Literally, I can count like 2, 3 books where randomly in the days I'll be like, oh, I wonder how so-and-so is doing. Like the main character from those books. Like I wonder how they're doing, because they feel so real to me. Like I know them so well. And Magnolia Parks is one of those, and I think her writing just like translates so well for me in Conditions of Will that I feel like I already know exactly like who these people are. And it's just been so good. So that's my reading update. I would highly recommend checking it out, honestly. If you've been nervous about starting Magnolia Parks, I will say read the comments if you're a type of person that likes to go in like that. I'm a type of person that likes to go in blind, so anytime I hear something slightly good about a book and then I read the like summary or whatever, and I read like the first page, and if I have a good feeling, a good vibe about it, I'll get it. I usually don't read a book right after I get it, because then by the time I'm in the mood for it, I forget what it's about. So I'm basically going in blind with like all of my books that I read, other than again that rare occasion like I really had the urge to read Conditions of Will, went, bought it, and started it immediately. But I would say definitely give it a try, because her writing is like, it's so good. It hits you in the heart. It really like, it's so flowery and so descriptive, but in the way of like, I don't know how she makes those comparisons. It makes my heart hurt. The characters are so toxic, so terrible. I hope I'm never in any of those situations or even close, but something about it is just so relatable and it's so good. So I would highly recommend it. And again, I am not a romance reader at all, and they are amazing. They're so good. I'm going to finish a little bit of work now. I did end up putting my AC on because again. It was getting really hot. I hope the bus is doing okay, but I think it's fine. I'm honestly gonna leave the windows open and the fan. I left the fan on the reverse so it will like pull air out of the bus, and then I opened all the windows so a lot of wind was getting in because it's very windy today, which I think is gonna help a lot. But it was even feeling like kind of fine in there. All the appliances were looking good, fridge was running well, like everything was looking fine in there because bus is an absolute champ. And the builder, if I do say myself, did a really good job. Like, genuinely, as time goes on, I'm so impressed with myself that I put this thing together and that it's been working and that it's gone through, I don't even know how many miles, like, all the crazy adventures, all the changes, everything, and, like, she's still literally perfect. Like, as soon as I walk in, I'm like, oh, I'm home. Which is why I'm having a really difficult time with this, like, whole selling conversation and decision, but that's a whole other rant. So okay, so I was just scrolling for a minute and I saw the craziest thing. I follow a lot of like van lifers still, and these people live in Lake Tahoe, and they were going up for a hike, and every time I watch their videos I'm like, oh, I wish we had like, I don't wish we had it, but I wish I could live in some of the places in the States without them being in the States. Like, Lake Tahoe is so pretty, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. Anyway, they went to the top of the hike and they had dinner, so they brought pizza and they brought beer, but the beer they brought is Patagonia beer, Patagonia Provisions. They have a whole own beer and some of it is non-alcoholic as well, and it's brewed from like a certain type of wheat basically that sucks carbon from the air when you plant it as a crop. Oh, here it is. Kernza is the name of the wheat, which, like, Patagonia is one of the coolest companies I think that exists. That is so crazy. I immediately like hopped on. I used Perplexity. I immediately hopped on. I was like, can you get this in Canada? And they said yes, but then when I looked it up, I couldn't really find it. So next time I'm in the LCBO or the beer store or whatever, I'm definitely going to look in case for some reason it happens to be there, but surely I would have seen it by now. I'm really not at the LCBO very often. I go like a couple times a year literally, but I was in there recently with my mom because we got beers for our canoe trips. We could have them as like a celebration when we were done, and I definitely didn't see them when we were shopping there. But oh my gosh, I'm so jealous and amazed because why does Patagonia think of literally everything? Like, of course they would make a beer that's like exactly the demographic that they're catering towards, because like Patagonia just is my personality. And then a non-alcoholic one. I had my first non-alcoholic beer with a friend 3 weeks ago or so. We met in Niagara and we went and toured the wineries there, but I was driving, so I ended up having non-alcoholic beer at one of them. Oh my god, why was it so good? And also, I don't love drinking that much, but I just love the taste of a beer. That's why I'll usually have like a beer if I'm doing something. But it was so good. It tasted basically exactly the same, and obviously I don't drink very much, so it was perfect for me. So, oh my goodness, that just excited me so much. I don't know why I'm being so like chatty and yappy in this video, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. The other thing I should show you, so I got this as a gift from a family friend before I went on the canoe trip with my mom. The camping dictionary, and they have all of these really funny like breakdowns of what all of the different like camping things mean, and one of them is about being a van lifer and like basically living in Walmart parking lots. And I was like, this is me. Like, it's so perfect, and all of them are so like silly and funny, and they have these silly little like drawings on them. Oh my gosh, it just makes me so happy. I actually love when people think of gifts like this because it's true, it's so me. Okay, here's a camper van. First of all, here's the picture. Here's the definition of camper van. Ready? Camper van, noun, a cramped shoebox on wheels made newly popular by 21st century adventurers seeking a minimalist approach to life by spending a small fortune on a vehicle that's twice the size of a normal car. Cheap and easy camping and or parking spots includes the brightly illuminated parking lots found at any Walmart or Cracker Barrel. There's nothing like corporate subsidized minimalism to help you break free from the binding constraints of society. Am I right? Like, that's me. Oh, I love it so much. I've got so many random updates for you guys today. What a fun video. Patagonia beer. If you guys find it though, seriously, tell me, because I need to get my hands on it like immediately. So please tell me if you find it anywhere, because I need it. So after having a shower and spending way too long on my phone, I'm already in my pajamas and I'm finally cooking dinner. Food has been tough for me since the breakup, just because when it first happens, I like don't eat for a while, which is horrible. Or it's just like really messed up. So I haven't really gotten back to cooking at my like normal pace or level. I've just been eating random things and like not eating complete meals. But what ended up happening is that I would have so many vegetables, because I normally eat like a decent amount of vegetables, I would say, but I had so many in my fridge and I wasn't eating them, not because I wasn't eating, but because like I was just, I don't know, eating at random times, just like grabbing random like snacky foods. Like I wasn't making meals, and I'm only cooking for one person now, so I have so many vegetables that I ended up like cutting up and prepping and freezing. So my whole freezer is full of veggies. So I'm making pasta with a whole bunch of freezer veggies, which is good because I'm not very hungry, but I know that it's time to eat. So pasta and a ton of veggies, and I'm just cooking everything down, and it's like a very simple dinner, but that's the plan for tonight. You know when you're in those moods when you just like absolutely can't decide on what you want to watch? I don't know if that's just me, but that's the current mood that I'm in. I keep flicking between streaming services. Like I literally just cannot decide on what to watch, and I think that's why I just sat on my phone scrolling for so long, because I could not decide on like one thing to watch, and now it's kind of late. So pasta and veggies will be good. I'm slowly getting hungry as I'm cooking, and hopefully I can find a new show, because I finished my Alone season last night, obviously, so I don't know if I should start a new one or if I should try and find something else to watch. But maybe I will start a new one and then continue beading my little curtain beads for my curtains, which is probably what I'm gonna do tonight. So anyway, I'm probably gonna sign off here because I think I've talked a lot this video. So thank you for being here if you're still here. I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video very soon. Just remember that every adventure is worthwhile, and keep sharing those stories, okay? I love you guys. Bye.
Okay. Did I forget something? I can't guarantee I would have got the same appreciation if I was back home.
Good night, guys.